we went from 44 subscribers to 57 subscribers? Thanks, guys! Hello, my superior and inferior, my name is Shin, and today is for another episode of Shin Toy Review. And for special 57 subscribers, wow, today's toy review, I will be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Voyager class Blitzwing. Now, for those who don't know who Blitzwing is, he's basically Decepticon's ground and air commander. And he's also a triple changer. He has 2 alt mode and of course the robot mode. And that's pretty cool actually to see a toy form of triple changer for Transformers figure. This figure here, I bought it complete. First of all, let me show you the box. Here's the box, as you can see, very nice. Transformers generate the thrilling 30 transform triple changer robot jet attack Blitzwing. And from the side here, Blitzwing, Decepticon. He's number 2 of the series. The other side, the rest of the Blitzwing artwork. Decepticon symbol. Top here we have Transformers Generations. Bottom here we have also recommended Autobot Springer. Back here we have the product shot and his bio. Within his heavily armored and highly destructive body, Blitzwing has the ice-cold mind of a master strategist, sometimes. At other times, he's a boiling cauldron of rage, waiting for any excuse to unleash his firepower on the nearest target. And now and again, he is a chaotic whirlwind of bizarre behavior and intermittent burst of plasma fire. His unpredictability makes him a poor soldier, but his raw firepower and unstable mind make him a useful tool for a commander as capable as Megatron. Damn! 3 faces, triple changer robot to jet launching missile. And of course, outside the box you get the figure and the accessories, and of course the instruction manual, as you can see. The 30 Transformers, yeah, yada yada, you know that. Very stupidly large instruction, but understandable because this is a triple changer, but that's pretty big. Wow. So here we have the Transformers Generation Voyager Blitzwing. As you can see, he's in his tank mode. Very nice coloration on this guy. I really do love how the colors are very popping to me. I love this beige color here, even though this is unpainted plastic, but it's actually a beige color plastic, which I really love. This section is actually painted. It's a glossy, very milky beige. And this figure right here, I want to like and love this figure, but I mean, because of the quality control issues and some of the problems that people have with this figure, which I will talk about it in more detail in robot mode. But as you can see, his alt mode does suffer a lot, as you can see. I mean, the tank mode doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I thought it could be worse, but this is as passable as tank as you can get, Taking a closer look at the detailing, as you can see, the front here we have the headlights. That's a lot of headlights right there. Yes, very gappy as you can see due to the engineering of the transformation, but yeah, ignore that, whatever. Yes, you can see this section here, which will come in later. This section, have some nice detail to it. I really love that. The tank treads, they're not made of the real tank treads. At least they gave him some set of wheels right here. We have the little wheels here, the front of the barrel here, very nicely detailed. This section here, which of course is arm. Very nice coloration. I do love the contrast of the color. I know the original G1, he's supposed to have a beige color for tank mode. I think this contrast color does fit with him very well. Very nice detail, even though for a simplistic Transformers Blitzwing, but at least the details are there. The back, like I said, for being a triple changer, this guy suffered a lot, especially for the back here, as you can see, very gappy. But, it's not bad. It's a passable tank mode. He does have a full rotation for the turret, as you can see. You can roll very nicely, reel out. At least there's some rolling effect. For being a tank mode, of course he does have a gimmick. He does have a firing missile. Pull this section back, pull it back, and boom, it shoots. And it's lost. Yeah, very strong firing missile. The missile, not much talk about the missile here, but yeah. Here's the top here, you can see, very gappy. And the bottom here, yes, you can see his chest and the cockpit and the nose cone, which will come in later. He does come with his accessories. Here's his accessories, you can see. First of all, we got the gyro blaster rifle. You can see, very nice detail for a small gun. Very cool all around. And his other accessory, which is his electron scimitar. But yeah, very nice detail on this piece. I do love the design of it. I love the lighter purple color on this sword right here. In order to store his accessories here, there's this port right here. As you can see, there's a tab underneath the sword. Tap that in like that, and then you can take his rifle here. There's a slot here. Tap that on top of it. There you go. There's the weapon storage for his tank mode. Overall, the tank mode, it's definitely not bad. For size comparisons, here he is with my Transformers Generation Voyager Autobot World. So you can see how these two look together. And yes, he's a triple changer too. Yeah, very cool. Love the contrast color of these two. Blue, purple. Here he is with my Takara Tomy Transformers Fall of Cybertron, or War for Cybertron, if you want to call it too. Voyager Soundwave. Like I said earlier, this guy is a triple changer, so of course he does have a second alt mode, which is his jet mode, so let's get to it, shall we? First of all, you want to remove the accessories. First, what I like to do is to bring out this fin section here, as you can see, and then you want to rotate the foot around like that. Untab the thread section here, unhook the leg section here, bring these two sections down, rotate the legs around, compress them in, untap the thread section here, which just tap in into this thigh section here. It's very tight on mine, so you gotta be careful with it very securely. And you can fold down the wings. Bring the wings halfway. This section will fold in. Compress this section here, which will slide down, and just clip them in. Rotate the knees this way. Fold out the wings all the way. Fold this sections out. Rotate the foot this way. And then you want to rotate the legs back just like you did in the tank mode. Now this section here will now tab in underneath this chest section here, which where the slot of the tank mode. Just fold it in and just tab it underneath. And these two tabs here will tab it into the turret section here, which has the two tabs. Tap them in. Fold out the top wings here like that. You want to fold out the nose cone section here like that. Untap these section here like that. Bring them out. You fold the turrets back, and when you fold it back, just clip them in like that and position the turrets like that. Rotate this section this way, and now these tabs will go into the same slot like you did in the tank mode. Just tap them in, tap them in. You want to fold out the landing gear. There you basically have Blitzwing in his jet mode, which which is of course suffer a lot than the tank mode. As you can see, not a bad jet mode for being a triple changer. I mean, to me this is passable as a jet mode because it still have the features, you know, the cockpit section, the front section, and the wings. We have the tail wings and the top wings. You know, at least the features are there. I mean, it just doesn't look very aerodynamic. But I think in the G1, it does have the boxy profile for the jet mode. I love how the jet mode has a color separation compared to the tank mode before, where the tank mode has the more beige color, which is accurate to the G1. As you can see, yes, the top profile here, as you can see, very gappy. There's a way to fix that. If you take back the accessories, there's a slot there. Tap the sword, take the gun, tap it on top of it. It does, you know, cover up the hollow silhouette, but you can still see the hollow gaps. The nose cone section here, which done in rubbery plastic, which had a lot of problem with people, especially in robot mode. But yeah, the purple, as you can see, the purple color on the nose cone is different tone than the actual plastic color for the cockpit section here. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, at least they give him a landing gear, which is very nice. Cockpit section here, done in translucent amber color. Doesn't really open as much as you thought it would. It's only, you know, open about that far, which is a bit missed opportunity, but it is what it is. And yes, the same part that carried out from the tank mode, but new detail reveal, which is his wings. I love how the color separation made up for the jet mode. As you can see, the jet mode is purple color, red paint apps for the wings here. Very nice trim. I really love that. I love that they engineered this section to fold out, you know, to give some more definition for the wings. the top here, the same part that you used for the tank mode, but it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I thought it could be a lot worse. Top wings here, very nicely detailed. The back wings here, nicely detailed. And of course you can use the barrel, the cannon of the tank, and fold it down to have his, attack mode, I guess, from what the packaging is called. Very, very cool. And yes, you can still shoot. A fairly decent jet mode. If you ignore the back of it, it looks fine. And for certain angles, he does looks good. Especially the top here. Looks very nice, but from the front profile, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but yeah. There's the top here, and the bottom. Overall, a passable jet mode. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. There's also a seat details and the interior. Here he is scaled with, again, Autobot World. So you see sense of how he's scaled, for his second mode. I also forgot that he does have a landing gear, but he doesn't have any sort of wheels, so he doesn't roll. But at least there's some, another sets of wheels detail. I mean, it doesn't roll, granted. Alright, I think that for the main event is his robot mode, so let's get to it, shall we? Fold back the wings. Take out the accessories. Untap the legs. Rotate them down. Rotate the knees so they're facing forward. Rotate the foot and take this little wings here. Just fold it like this and open up the foot. And there you have the legs all done. Untap these sections here like that. Bring them out. And these shoulder sections here is on this double hinge. So you want to bring them down, and as you bring them down, you see there's this slot right here, which will slot into that tab right there. Now I did a modification for the shoulders, and I've seen a lot of reviewers have done their modification for Blitzwing. Basically they just filed down this section here. The widespread issues that really just makes people hate this figure is the shoulders didn't want to tap into the chest, and sometimes when you're trying to moving the arms around, it does pop out very easily, so it's very annoying. But basically, instead of the modification of the plastic, I actually did a modification just like how this guy did. I will put the video link in the description. So basically you just want to have something like translucent plastic. You want to cut it so that you can just glue in this section into this chest section here. Bring the shoulders down and a little foop in there. That means the shoulders are locked into place. Bring the turret this way. It's on a double hinge. Foop them in. Fold this section down like that. Rotate the elbows around. Bring the arms down. Very tight joints on mine. Bring the cockpit up like that, and it will tab it in like that for his gimmick, I guess. Bring the nose cone down, and the head will pop up on a spring, and the nose cone section here is on a double hinge, so you want to bring this section up, fold down like that, rest it against the back like that. Bring the third section up so that it will tuck into place like that. And if you do the PR tricks, you want to flex the shoulders back like that so that the arms will secure in place like so. There you have Transformers Generations Voyager class Blitzwing in his really awesome robot mode. Very cool design, and he looks very decent. Looks very awesome. Very homage to the G1, of course. You have the G1 Qs, the wings, and the turret. Taking a close look at the head sculpt here, as you can see, very nice Blitzwing head. I really do love the way the head looks. Very nice. The spring is very useless. I mean, it does work when he goes from jet to robot, but when you go from robot to jet, it doesn't lock into the place. The face is done in rubbery plastic, which I don't know why. It has a red visor. The shoulder details right there, and the cockpit new detail reveals. This section is done in silver. This section here done in red. Texture detail done in silver. The Decepticon symbol done in silver, and the arms Yes, I'm so happy that I fixed the shoulder, because right outside the box when I got this figure, really did very widespread issues, which is the shoulder really takes away the awesomeness of the figure. But now that I have the shoulder fixed, and plus with the PR tricks, you know, his arm does rotate very nice without them popping out, which is very, very nice. Nice molded detail. Elbows. Fist. Very nicely detailed. Got some gray color here. Very nice. And the knees. Very nicely detailed. Very, very nice. Love the way the tank threads compressed. Very nice. At least there's some fun elements in the transformation to me. Foot. Very nice detail. For being a ground and air commander, this guy also does have decent posability. The head does rotate, full 360. Arms does rotate, full 360 without the popping out, thank God. Move out on this very tight joint on mine. Does have a bicep rotation. Bend at the elbow, 90 degrees of the bend. Wrist does rotate, full 360. And the legs does kick forward that far. And that's actually very far. And move back, very nice. Does move out, does have a swivel at the knee, full 360, bend at the knee, as you can see. Nice range of movement. The foot is on a ball joint, so you get some pivoting action, forward and back. Very decent articulation. Of course, you can give him his weapons. Here's his rifle. Just tap it into his hands right there, and the sword right there. So can do some awesome poses with his accessories. Very nice. He does have a gimmick, which is his split personality gimmick, which is a homage to the animated series. In order to do that, is just simply rotate the face up. They are in a rotation joint. You can see the first face we have is the crazy face. Oh my god, you guys can see that. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry if you can't see that, but this is as far as I can do. But yeah, that's the crazy face, which to be honest is my personal favorite. Rotate it up again, and you have this a monocle genius personality, which is I think is more appropriate to the animated series, because usually you see him in this personality. But yeah, very cool gimmick. I do love the gimmick. For size comparisons, here he is with Autobot World. So as you can see how these two look together. Here he is with Voyager Soundwave. These two looks awesome together, man. Here he is with Transformers Animated Optimus Prime. Just for a sense of scale. Here are some comparisons that are more appropriate. The reason why I bought this figure, I want a replacement because I already have one, but this is a used figure and I bought it from supermarket. Very cheap price. The coloration's very bad, as you can see. Yellowish body. The helmet has paint chipping around it. Thank God I finally found a great price for this one. I'm happy that I have a more complete Blitzwing. I actually tried to modify this figure and I tried to file it down, but then I accidentally file it too much that I break the entire body section. At least I have a new one, which is very nice. Overall though, this figure is great. I mean, to me, in my opinion, a good Blitzwing figure. I mean, of course, for being a triple changer, he does suffer a lot in terms of other alt modes. But to me, the tank mode is more passable one, rather than the jet mode, which is, doesn't look as good. But at least the features are there. I had a very fun time transforming this figure, especially when I got the shoulder fix done, which is a very relief to me. But yeah, this figure is definitely not bad. It could have been a perfect figure if Hasbro, fixed the quality control issues and of course the widespread issues. But yeah, just my opinion anyway. Yeah, it sucks that because you have to fix him right out of the box, but trust me, once you fixed him, he's really fun to play with, trust me. In terms of my rating, he got some good posability. He does have a good accessories. Coloration is very good. I do love the paint apps. I give this guy 8.5 out of 10. To me, this guy should deserve more, but it's just the quality control issues and the plastic they use. Like, this section could have been done in hard plastic instead of soft plastic. They shouldn't make this a hard plastic. And same goes for the nose cone section here. They could have just done a hard plastic. Overall, I'll give it a pass for being a triple changer Transformers. He's definitely a decent Blitzwing. Not the most greatest toy ever, but I still love this figure. It's just the quality control issues really just ruined the awesomeness of the figure. Yeah, I think that's it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, so let me know what you think. And if you want to see more future content like this, why not subscribe today and hit that notification bell so you get notified in every single upload. And why not share this video to your friends, so maybe can inspire them to become a beginner of the YouTuber. And thank you for 57 subscribers. Let's go! I am progressing. My name is Shin. Till all are one.